Mayor, Chief of Police issued a strong statement today on an incident that had occurred yesterday. Any comment on about it?
Yeah, Pete, for sure. I'm glad you had a chance. First of all, happy Saturday. Here we are both working on our Saturday, and I just came up from Alderville at the Truth and Reconciliation. Special thanks to several members who showed up on that, including Councillor Randy Barber, Piccini, Minister Piccini, MP Philip Lawrence, and a variety of other people. It was a great ceremony, and it was very impactful. So here we go. The chief put together some really important words. I'm just going to sort of highlight a few of them. Most importantly, when he says this is totally acceptable at so many levels, I want to fully endorse and support our chief in those words. What we're looking at is a failure of our justice system. And I'm not an expert in justice. I'm not a police officer. I'm no lawyer. But when we see violent offenders arrested, when we see the good hard work of our Cobourg Police Service, and let me state that again, the incredible work of our Cobourg Police Services to put individuals in front of our justice system with the appropriate evidence required for a conviction, and then they are released within 12 to 24 hours only to recommit crimes. I understand the frustration of the chief. And I can understand the frustration of this community because I share it. Something has to change. We cannot keep allowing violent offenders who are known to police, who have criminal records, back out into our communities and having them reoffend only to repeat the cycle. I don't have the solution, but to the community, I understand your frustration. To the police, I can't imagine the frustration that you folks are dealing with. The hard work you put in, the hours after your shifts to make sure the paperwork's done, to make sure you've dotted your I's and crossed your T's, only to have this person show up and be released within 12 hours. I'm here to give a comment in support of my chief. When he says, not one day passed before this person reoffended in our community, not a stronger statement can be made. This is aggravating to the level of frustration in our community where the system does not meet our collective expectations. We as a community expect that when the police do their due diligence and their job and they can put someone in front of justice, that justice will be served and not the individuals will be re-released into our community. And all I wanted to do, Pete, is to make sure that this community knows I stand with the chief of police in his statements, that this council has always stood by our police services, and that I think I speak for the entire community when we say this isn't acceptable and we need to see changes from the levels of government that can actually address this.
One of the things that, one of the main things, I exactly what you said about the chief, the frustration, the officers. One of the things that stands out for me is when I heard that the victim was a father dropping his daughter off for choir practice. And I can't imagine him or his family's feelings to know that the suspect is released in that short of time. Like, you know, he's innocent until proven guilty, but on the other hand, where's the safety of the public when a father is dropping his daughter off for choir practice, robbed, assaulted a peace officer, and then released in less than a day? I can't imagine how he must feel.
Well, and that's the thing, Pete. Like, I'm getting sick and tired of having to attend individuals within this community who have been affected by crime, and it doesn't stop. Whether I'm calling the individual who was punched in the middle of the day, whether I'm calling the senior person who was assaulted, at what point are we as a community going to stand up and say enough's enough? And I think that's the point where I'm at now. As a council, as a county, we are doing our due diligence to stand up. We are enforcing our bylaws. We are supporting our police services. We are, for the first time in a long time, unified. Social service, police services, county and Cobourg are unified in their approach. We keep saying the same thing and we keep acknowledging our systems need work. But these are the systems with which we have to operate with, and burning them down for some new idealized version of a great system isn't the way that progress is made. The way progress is made is through incremental steps in the right direction. And that's what this council has been committed to, and the staff has been committed to. At the county, you're seeing that too. And when it comes to this, I want to keep it on this, Pete. We as a community expect that when someone is a danger to this community, that our systems will protect the community. And I'm not seeing that right now. And I'd like to say thank you to the work that our incredible police officers do with Cobourg Police Services. Over the last several months, the amount of outreach, the public support, the community meetings, the higher presence in our downtown cores, the collective work with building and safety to address neighborhoods that are experiencing higher than normal calls. We've asked the police to step up, and they have, in spades. And now what you're seeing is a frustration with both the police and myself. We're doing the work that needs to be done for this community to become to feel safer. And yet while we do this work, we're having these individuals be released within 12 hours. Again, I just needed to come on here and make sure the police, the chief, they know they have our full support. They have my full support. And it's nice to hear the chief speaking out about this unacceptable situation that we are not alone in Cobourg facing.
Well, can you tell me, I guess shocking news really, the Cobourg Police Chief issued a statement today regarding bail conditions and how a person was charged shortly after they were on bail. Any comments on that, sir?
Yeah, I stand behind the chief 110%, and conservatives have been consistent in believing that the rule of law has to be followed. We have been consistent in our position that for violent offenders, they deserve jail, not bail. Of course, we believe all Canadians deserve second chances, but it shouldn't come at the cost of the community. We need to make sure that people who are likely to reoffend, violent offenders, are kept behind bars and they are not granted bail unnecessarily.
I guess, is there anything, what can your government do if and when it gets in? What can they do to change that?
Yeah, we need significant bail reform. We were happy that the Liberals took a small step in putting some of the working on some of the damage they've already done, fixing the damage they've created through their bail initiatives that have allowed violent offenders to be on our streets. We're gonna make sure that violent offenders are not released on bail prematurely. We're going to protect our community. We have to make sure that innocents are protected and that Canadians feel secure and safe to walk the streets, whether that's in downtown Toronto, downtown Vancouver, or in Cobourg or Port